Right, so we are out here on November 5th at the Refuse Fascism rally at the Washington Monument. How are you feeling about today?
You know, it's exciting because it shows us that we're not the only ones in this movement. You know, our friends at Refuse Fascism are putting on an amazing rally here at the Capitol. We're going to do that as well. And again, these things build on each other. So I'm just happy that we have so many allies, you know. Even when we're not working together, we're working together because we're all united in common purpose.
We are standing at the edge of an American reckoning.
On November 22nd, we are going to be here in D.C. to remove this regime. It's going to be a rally preceded by 2 days of action. If you can make it, come on the 20th. Join us on the 20th, the 21st, and the most important day is on the 22nd. The Dropkick Murphys are going to come and play. Earth to Eve is going to come and play. We're going to have an amazing lineup of speakers and influencers and celebrities and just about everybody you can think of. We're trying to get a massive crowd to D.C. to demand the removal of this regime. That's what we're doing on the 22nd, and this is all building towards that. And as I said, even groups that are not working directly with us are all supporting the same goal. We're united in our demand that Donald Trump must go.
And I think one of the biggest things, one thing that we're trying to do to be able to provide some type of mutual aid that I think is so important right now as food insecurity is exacerbated. And I think it's something that every single protest movement that is happening right now needs to adopt if they already have it, you know?
Right, because it's not just about answering the concern over the cuts and SNAP and vulnerable people who are going hungry. This president is literally starving people by choice. And he's actually appealing a decision that told him he couldn't do it. So he's actively fighting for the right to starve people. But beyond that, we have to model mutual aid because mutual aid would serve as the backbone for a general strike, which is the ultimate goal here, is to stop all economic activity, to force this regime to go. And in order to build the muscles that we need for that, we need to start modeling the kind of mutual aid that would be required in that scenario. So it's really important not just to protest, but to build our faculty so that we can do more and that we can build towards a total shutdown if that's what's required. And hopefully it won't be. Hopefully we can get rid of Donald Trump without it, because we don't want to hurt our own country and we don't want to hurt our own people and ourselves. But ultimately, preserving American freedom is more important than any temporary sacrifice we need to make in order to achieve that. So building that muscle is so important. And obviously, feeding people is foundational. If you're a president and you're fighting to keep kids hungry, by the way, already 1 out of 5 American children go hungry without these SNAP cuts. Imagine how that number is going to increase. And to the credit of Joe Biden, one of the things he did was to deal with child poverty in a significant way. And now that is all being rolled back. And so we really need to take a stand for the most vulnerable. And that doesn't just go for the hungry, also for our LGBTQ community and black and brown communities and so many people who are really suffering at the hands of this tyrant.
We are remembering that courage is contagious. That resistance is patriotism. That democracy isn't a spectator sport. It's a fight. And today, in the city built on the promise of liberty, we begin that fight anew. We will not be the generation that allows America to die. We will not be the ones to bow before a tyrant. We will not be remembered for our fear. We will be remembered for our courage.
The most important thing that we could be focusing on right now is being able to unite and help each other when the government that we have right now, who are supposed to do those things, are using it as bargaining chips in order to push their agenda through and consolidate power. So I think we, the people, not only do we have the power in our hands to stop what is happening, but we also have the power to help each other.
And to model democracy, because ultimately, look, what we're trying to preserve is a tangible thing. It's the ability for different people to come together, live together, to call themselves American, to behave in ways that advance our common interests, to argue with each other peacefully, to come to accommodations, to find a way forward together. And that's what we're losing, is the spirit of democracy. And so doing all of this stuff together reminds us of who we are. And it's an important reminder, and especially here in our nation's capital, in front of these flags which have been taken from us. And now we're reclaiming our flag, we're reclaiming our capital, we're reclaiming our country, and we're going to shut this motherfucker down on the 22nd. So please join us here in D.C.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Carlos.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Awesome.
Because there comes a moment in every nation's history when the people must choose submission or struggle, decay or renewal, silence or truth. That moment has come for us. And on November 22nd, the world will see what happens when the American people choose to rise. We will rise not out of hate, but out of love for a nation that still belongs to us. We will rise not for power, but for justice, for the weak, the voiceless, and the betrayed. We will rise not in despair, but in faith that this country, even now, can be reborn.
That's right.
So let this be a warning to the corrupt, our promise to the brave, and our invitation to every soul who still believes in freedom. The silence is over.
That's right.
The awakening has begun. And soon, very soon, America will rise. Thank you very much, guys.